Yeah, what's the
What we're
deal?
gonna do right here is go back. Way back. Back into time.
Yo, what is the deal, baby? I'm back. Back in this thing like I never left, you feel me? And, you know what I'm saying? We're here with more Power Book 2 Ghosts recaps and reaction videos, you dig? It's been a secco, but I'm back on it, baby. The show is back and it's popping. And it's just about time that, you know, that I got some reviews out there and some recaps out there for you all, for all my power fanatics that are out there that have been waiting for it. But before we get started, man, make sure y'all hit this channel, man, youtube.com/TheBscot. When you get there, if you're new, make sure you mash that subscribe button, hit that like button. Everybody, don't forget about that notification bell, baby. Flick that for your boy so you make sure you're in the loop. You get everything fresh out the oven, baby. Nothing a week old, nothing weak and cold. You feel me? Let's go. But yeah, Power Book 2 Ghosts, man. Episode 1, The Stranger recap, right? You know, Tariq is in a tight situation, as usual. There's a little bit of a character intro on this one. We've got a new girl named Lauren. We've got, of course, Tasha. She's locked up. Monet, right? She's the queen pin of the Tejada family. Most of y'all know as Mary J. Blige. Then we got Mr. Davis McClain. Most of y'all know him as Method Man. He's also with another lady that works with this firm named Paula. We're going to bring back Braden from Power Book 1. He was Tariq's best friend, associate. There is Diana Tejada. That's Monet's daughter. Somebody that Tariq kind of likes. There's a lady named Carrie. Bringing back Cooper Sachs, Councilman Tate, Tamika the lawyer. It's a gentleman named Danilo. He's going to be one of the crooked cops that works for the Tejada family. Also, a guy named Ezekiel. They call him Zeke. He's a star basketball player for the actual university that Tariq attends. Let's not forget Kane. He's the loose cannon of the Tejada family. And Lorenzo, he is the head of the Tejada family who's currently locked up, surprisingly, with Tasha in the same jail, prison, or not. But Tariq is attending Stansfield College, and this is part of an agreement between him and Simon, right? In exchange for the ownership of Club Truth, Simon's going to get him into Stansfield, right? And, you know, but Tariq must also tutor a star basketball player named Ezekiel. They call him Zeke in the show, right? And who is also related to the Tejada family, right? And, you know, Tariq wants to graduate. He's ready to get this inheritance money, get things rolling, get his mom out. But, you know, he wants to graduate in 3 years instead of 4 years. And through Lauren, one of the new girls in the show, one of the classmates, she brings up and informs him about the canonical studies, right? Canonical studies that they have that allow him to graduate in 3 years instead of 4. But it's a lot harder than the traditional, you know, schoolwork or whatnot. So to qualify, Tariq persuades his counselor to allow him to enroll, but only if he were able to impress the professor by completing a book report, right? Tariq agrees to read the book while also trying to complete the schoolwork for Zeke, right? Tariq doesn't complete the book because of this and almost fails the entry exam, right? It seems like he read enough to persuade the professor to offer him a second chance, but he didn't finish the book, so it's just how it is. It's just too much going on, in my opinion. He's juggling too much. But, you know, eventually Tariq passes the entry exam and goes with Zeke to a family party, and Tariq gets introduced to the Tejada family, right? He meets Zeke's cousin Diane, and they kind of have a little vibe going on. Diane is Monet's daughter, and her father, who was locked up with Tasha, is named Lorenzo, right? Now we meet Kane, right? He's the family enforcer, right? He ends up catching a body on this episode over a woman that he was getting some top from at a party they were throwing, right? The guy eventually shows up. You know, they kind of have a small tussle, and the guy's like, oh, I'm out of here. Then, you know, Kane and them and his mom are like, yeah, he's going to come back with something. Be ready. And, you know, but Tasha, Tamika's a lawyer. And Tamika ends up getting a good deal, plea deal, right? 4 years probation, 0 jail time for Tasha, right? But it looks like Cooper Sachs and Mock, right, are persuaded by the Democratic Party. A member of the Democratic Party crashes in and lets them know, hey, we want you to make Tasha the kingpin, and we want to avoid any embarrassment associated with Ghost, or you know, since he was running for you know, deputy mayor or whatnot, so they don't want anything to do with that, right? So Tasha eventually fires Tamika, right, when she is pressured by Tamika for the truth, right? She couldn't rat on Tariq, so she fires Tamika and temporarily has to deal with this court-appointed attorney who's very unorganized and just looks like she's not professional enough to handle a case like this, right? So Davis McClain eventually comes into the picture after Tariq stops by to try to, you know, say, hey, I need your help. He explains he needs this. Then, you know, McClain's like, you can't afford me. I cost too much. This is not my kind of thing. Eventually, they come to a price range that says, I want $500,000 to represent your mom in this case. So eventually, through manipulation, Method Man agrees. But as he gets more information about Tasha's case, he says in order for them to move forward, the prosecution, you know, they end up finding out that Tasha wasn't the killer, so they want Tasha to give up the killer, right? Tasha lies and says it was Tommy Egan, says that he killed Ghost for her. Then, you know what? The case gets dropped. Just weird like that. Just in time for the feds to rush in and catch and collar Tasha with the kingpin charge, and they take her into custody, right? Tasha can now face the needle due to her upgraded charges, right? So how do y'all feel, man? This is a quick little recap on episode 1 of Power Book 2. And it's called The Stranger, right? So y'all let me know, man, how y'all feel about it, man. This is just episode 1. Stay tuned. Right after this, episode 2. And right after that, episode 3 recap should be ready, baby. So make sure you stay close to the channel, baby, so you get all this. And don't forget, if you want more Power Book 2, or just in general power updates and recaps and reviews, man, don't forget to hit my channel, youtube.com/TheBscot, baby. Jip.
Yo. Y'all make sure y'all slide by my YouTube channel, man. I just dropped this video, right? And it's got a lot to do with touching on subjects to improve the relationships between men and women, especially in the context in the bedroom, right? So y'all check it out, man. Make sure y'all go and take a look at that, man. Show your boy some.
But I wasn't wrong up in mind. I'm the same nigga from the Snapchat. I'm the same nigga with a gold grill in the herb on in the Snapchat. I'm I'ma keep it real, keep it 100. Was a real nigga when I won nothing. I was shooting them twos with the niggas with. Now I'm passing out juice to the